Hey, it's Mark Barrett talking to you from Miami, Florida. Hey, I want to thank you for taking the time to review some of the information on Carbon Copy Pro on my website recently. First, I'll say that I truly believe that the business model you looked at is, in my opinion, the most powerful way in the market today for a business entrepreneur to develop a realistic five-figure income stream in 90 days or less. And if you stay on track, can lead you to over six figures monthly within a year. Now first, let's do a quick overview on the business because I'm sure you're interested in that. Carbon Copy Pro is a marketing and training system for teaching the average business entrepreneur how to tap into the power of online marketing for the development of your business. Now let's face it, today the traffic's on the internet. People use it as a search medium for just about everything you can imagine. And I truly believe the seeds of the most powerful, profitable business models for the individual entrepreneur are in companies like Carbon Copy Pro today. Now Carbon Copy Pro is literally a business in a box. It combines a powerful training and education program that will teach you step by step how to generate lead traffic for any business using multiple marketing approaches such as social media marketing, blog marketing, YouTube marketing, article marketing, or paid strategies like pay-per-click or Google AdWords. Now, it's also your complete company website presence. It's a capture portal, a customer management system, all in one. I mean, it's so comprehensive, they even call your prospects for you if you want. I mean, is that turnkey or what? Now, the business in a box can be used to build just about any business you choose. However, if you want to follow the lead of the highly successful million-dollar earners that are within the company, you'll probably want to select their preferred company, which sells financial education and training products and can generate commissions ranging from $1,000 a transaction to over $7,500 a transaction. Now, the compensation was originally designed to pay on two levels of production with very large commissions. So as you can see, it doesn't take very many sales to make some really large profits. Now before I give you my opinion on what makes this such a unique opportunity, let me give you a little quick background on myself. Now, my entrepreneurial journey, where do I start? Years ago, it started with the thought that, you know what? Hey, there's just too many really exciting and fun things to do in life to spend your whole life just trying to earn a living. So I wanted to embody leverage. I wanted to find some way to get in and make a lot of money. And my first true career was mastering the art of leverage in real estate. I put together really large partnerships that owned apartment projects. Now I started at 22, and by the time I was in my early 30s, I almost retired. But then the economy in the early 80s, if you were there, did one of these, at least in the Midwest. It crashed, took me down with it. I was so close. Then I discovered another type of leverage, MLM. I dove into the MLM industry, joined an early stage company, and I developed some very powerful mass marketing approaches. And within 3 years, I was earning over $1 million a year. Now, even though I've been in the MLM industry for 22 years, when I first entered it, even though I had been really successful in business before, I had no clue on how to make it work. I failed pretty miserably, I'm embarrassed to say, for several months. I mean, I probably quit 5 times just in the first 6 months. You know how it is. I got so sick and tired of chasing my warm market around only to hear, you know, I haven't decided yet, Mark. Mark, I'm still looking at several options. Can you follow up with me next week, Mark? It drove me nuts. I could see that to be successful in network marketing, let's face it, you need to be able to develop a really large organization of a lot of people. But using the approaches I was using, I could see it just wasn't going to work. I knew there had to be a better way. Now the light went on one day after I think my 50th person said no. I could tell there was a problem. The problem was I was trying to sell the opportunity to a bunch of lukewarm prospects who really weren't interested. But I didn't have a lot of prospects. But what I needed to do was to start marketing to a much larger audience. Find a whole bunch of people who were actually looking for what I had to offer. Now I quickly developed some advertising approaches and scaled it up until I was getting 60 to 100 leads a week. Well, did that strategy work? Well, in 3 years, I was one of the top producers in the company, had sponsored over 250 dead serious people, and was making over $1 million a year. Now, I have earned millions in this industry, but my success is simply because I learned the lesson of working the numbers, and I used a marketing system that could generate a high enough volume of lead traffic that could easily be duplicated by my organization. So, the lesson is this. If you're looking for massive success, you need massive activity. And you generate that by using high-volume marketing approaches, tapping into where the volume is. They allow you to generate such a large volume of prospects that you don't have to chase people down and beat them into submission. You find the dead serious people, and they come looking for you. Several months ago, when I made a commitment to build another company, I almost dreaded going back into the trenches, using slow building approaches. I mean, I tried using some variations of some of my old strategies, but they just could not generate the volume of lead traffic that was going to get me where I needed to go. So I know I needed something new. I needed a new approach. Then I ran into the concept of using online marketing for lead generation while I was cruising around the internet one night. Now, I could instantly see that that was the missing part of the puzzle that I was looking for. So I jumped in with a company that offered an online marketing portal, set up my system in a few hours, got a basic marketing blueprint down of what I wanted to do, and then I jumped right into Google pay-per-click advertising. Now, I'd never done AdWords before, but I'm kind of a I want it now kind of a guy. So I ran through this detailed pay-per-click video training course they had, placed a couple campaigns. In 14 days, I generated like 180 leads, brought in over 20 people to my team. Now, I may sound like something of an expert on this, but my learning curve was only a few months. With proper training and mentoring, you're going to find this is not rocket science. It's a step-by-step plan, a blueprint on how to tap into the power of the internet. Now, to date, in the last 5 months, I've generated over 2,700 leads, and that's generated about 20,000 in affiliate commissions from those leads actually coming in, which put my business totally in the black. And I probably sponsored like 35 reps into my MLM business. Now, how does Carbon Copy Pro fit into this picture? Well, I believe that sometimes things happen for a reason. And as I was beginning my online marketing education and focusing on building my MLM company, I kept running into the Carbon Copy Pro business model. I kept seeing leaders who were advertising on the internet. And the thing that really struck me was, number one, the huge incomes they were generating using a marketing model that was almost identical to mine. But also, the average time it took them to achieve that level of success was about a year. A year to seven-figure income. That's impressive, right? Now, the approach is the same. Generate lead traffic off the internet, convert them into buyers. But the big difference was it's what I was offering on the back end. I was offering a standard low-cost MLM as opposed to a premium program. Now, I probably wasted over 6 months looking at this and examining it, and I continued to run into more and more success stories with this system, so finally I knew I had to do it. Now, in building my MLM business in the past, I was never ever able to tell somebody either a step-by-step program on how to achieve 5-figure monthly income streams or how long it was going to take them to get there. There's just too many variables in MLM that are totally beyond our control. And that's one of the problems with the MLM model. Even if you're a good recruiter, there are just too many factors beyond your control, like company growth dynamics, downline duplication models. Also, because the price for the product package in an MLM is so low, a couple $100, right? You need a huge number of people to generate a full-time residual income. Now, the great part about Carbon Copy Pro and the business model they use is that you'll end up dealing with a better quality of prospect, and it'll take far less distributors to make far more money. How about 2 new distributors a month to make over 5 figures, even with no duplication figured in? Now, that's pretty impressive. Now, your next step is to do some due diligence like I did. Get in there and study the business model. Now, to do that, you have to fill out an application. They require you to do this before they give you access to the system. Now, once you've done that, you can take a close look at the exact marketing approaches and strategies, the blueprint that you can use to build this powerful business. So the next step is to go back to the website that I sent you, and you're going to see an application form there. And now they send out an information package to you through the mail for you to review, and that's, it costs $35. So you're going to have to spend a couple bucks. But they also have a money-back guarantee. So if you decide not to move forward, they give you your money back. Now, one caution here. Do not sit on this like I did for 6 months. Right now, I have the time to personally mentor you and work with you hands-on to get this up and running. However, in a few months, I'm going to be so jammed that I'm going to have to do everything by conference call or webinar. So if you want the ability to work directly with me on this venture, I recommend you submit your application now. Now, once I receive your application, I'll contact you and schedule a time for us to talk. I don't think I've been this excited about building a business in years. And when a business really gets exciting? When it actually works. When you can see a path to the money. I invite you to join us.